It's time for the original setup show dedicated to providing you with tips, tricks, and feedback to pimp out your setup. Hosted by Philie with new special guests every week. Coming at you live in 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Pimp My Setup live, again, every Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Today, I am joined by none other than Jon Prosser. And I have insane news about this because you may remember him if you're an OG, and you may know him because he's like the guy now that leaks Tim Cook's personal emails. But here's the thing. He is tied for the most appearances on Pimp My Setup. This is his 12th time. And I guess technically you were on season 3, which was like a different variation, but maybe you kind of already have the title.
I feel like because there were episodes that were deleted, right?
Well, yeah.
So, and I'm pretty sure I was on a couple of those at least.
This is getting intense. We're going to have to deep dive later.
I'm pretty sure we have to go back through the record books and reevaluate.
We will.
Because I think I might have the title.
Well, either way, you're here now.
I don't remember being on 12 episodes though, Matt. I don't know where you got that number from.
I did over 350 episodes. How do you think I feel?
Did you really?
Yeah, 350 live episodes. So interesting.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no. And I'm back for whatever reason. This is what life wants me to do. And I'm not going to fight it anymore. You know, if this is what God wants, then this is what it is. So before we get into it, do you have anything you want to say to the Pimp My Setup people, all 10 of them?
No, I got nothing.
Great.
I feel like listen, Matt, I am one of the 10 Pimp My Setup people.
Great.
I've been here since the beginning.
True.
I don't need to say anything to them. I am one of them. I barely deserve to be on the stage right now. I want to be in the chat, just watching like everybody else, but you paid me.
Yeah, well, and I gave you a big wire transfer that I cannot get back. So we're just going to get into the first setup of the day, submitted by Scott. He's 27. He uses his setup for school and gaming, and he wanted to let me know that he's in a cramped apartment, so he has to make do.
Did I go away for a second? Did it go away?
What?
I accidentally... I'm on a Mac now. Lots of things have changed since the last time I've been on the show. And my mouse went to the left corner, which turns it off.
Oh.
And I think I stopped it in time.
Well, you're good because you're here. Okay. You're with us.
Yeah, I'm on a Mac now, so like
that's your first problem,
really.
But anyways, he wants to let us know that he built the shelf for his keyboard, which you see underneath there, because he has not enough space, and he wanted to also reassure me that he has enough leg room, which I kind of call bullshit on, but that's whatever. And the fan there, the thing that literally takes up a quarter of his setup, is there because he gets real sweaty in the summer in areas
I was
that
gonna say, dude,
I can't
like
say.
How hot do you have to be to have that big of a fan blowing directly into your mouth?
I honestly,
how hot is it at your desk?
And that's like vibrating the desk. That's a whole.
I know, dude. Like that's a commitment. That's a big commitment just to have some air in your face.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that, but obviously he knows better than us. He's living there. It also doesn't help though if you have your light on, making you hotter, right? So
right.
But I don't know. Maybe. Okay. What's weird is his webcam. You see how low down it is?
That's the webcam down there. Okay.
So like he cares about his quality.
It's like this.
Yeah, exactly. Which
like that?
Makes no sense.
Hello. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I need to bring my. Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I do? What if I do the rest of the show like this?
You should, because I feel like we're getting nice, close, and intimate with you, and I love that.
You like this?
Yeah.
You like this, baby?
Very nice.
You like that?
So, really though, like, think about that. The webcam is so low, like super, super low. And he's got this light that I feel like is maybe a little too high, unless he could pull it down, I guess.
And also it's facing not him.
Yeah. It might just be a hair light, and no other lights needed. Maybe it's a hair stream.
Yeah, maybe.
That's probably what it is. So taking a look at this, you could see just how cramped it really is. What are your initial thoughts?
Well, can we show under the desk?
Yes, we can.
Okay, because that's one thing I wanted to point out. I like how his LED strip is like, instead of being on the desk, it is just in the Signum that is barely on the desk. The whole thing is just like, it's just on there with thoughts and prayers currently.
Yeah.
He kept the light strip. Not only did he keep the light strip on so you could see it, but it's not on the desk at all. But hey, at least he reassured you that his legs fit under there.
Yeah, which honestly, I don't know if I fully believe, but you can tell that he's really giving up in general, the way that those new wires are going in. Like that was so half-assed there personally, but it's okay, right? Long term, it's okay, because if you zoom out, you wouldn't even know. You see one little wire and that's it. So a lot of anime. I don't know how you feel about that.
He should just put that big fan on the floor, like just directly facing up towards his crotch.
Which
that way it's off the desk, and it'll probably work better if it's just aiming down there.
Let's be honest. If you're using those like faux leather chairs, the pleather, that your sweaty thighs, nether region, that's eating that up, right? It's disgusting. So you might as well do what you just said and put it there, because then you could
Save
really,
your chair.
you could fit a lot on your desk after you get rid of that, in my opinion.
You can't put anything you can't put papers or anything there. And like anything you put there has to be heavier, else the big ass fan's gonna blow it away.
Yeah, you're like, let me just put all my neatly organized in chronological order, put it down, and then boom, game over. Yeah.
And it looks like he's just using headphones. So the wire's probably like this the whole time, just like the fan's blowing the wire on him.
Yeah, he probably has a buzz cut because he doesn't want to deal with, everything going around. Anyways, I did not put my timer on, so we might be going long on this one. I'll do it for the next one.
Fine.
But I wanted to quickly talk about the mouse pad. I think it's amazing.
That's a really cool mouse pad.
Very high quality. I like the keyboard. I like all the little accessories. I like the overall
layout.
layout.
That shit taped down so it doesn't blow away.
Yeah, I mean, this is like weird for me, because part of the setup I feel like is so good. Keyboard. What was that?
That's a cute little keyboard.
Oh, cute. I was going to say it's actually pretty large.
The keyboard?
Oh, I thought you meant like the piano keyboard.
No.
Okay,
no.
Yeah.
His keyboard is small.
Yes, I like those. Those are very cute. Is that a HomePod Mini? I don't know. I'm not.
That's a HomePod Mini.
Yeah. See, there you go. And did you leak that first?
No.
Then why are you on the show? Because
I'll leave.
Anyways, I do like the way that he mounted the microphone. He made use of that, and I think he's got his personality. I do think it's a decent setup, all said and done, and his computer's pretty cool. But I don't know. What do you think? Final thoughts?
No, I like it. And as long as he says, I think in the notes he put that he's in like a crammed dorm. I think he's making the most out of the room, even if he has a fan on the desk. I like this setup. And I think that if you just put like the only things that I made fun of were the fan on the desk and the lights. And my whole goal going into the show is to make fun of your setup. Good. So if those are the only things I can make fun of, you probably did a good job. Yeah.
Straight up. I mean, we're not going to talk about the anime stuff, but that's you. So, all right, let's go to the next setup. Arguably the best of the episode, submitted by Jon, other Jon with an H, because why?
Points, by the way, points for vacuuming the floor right before you took the picture.
Yeah. You see those V's?
You win just based on that.
Yeah. The V's, that note, like right there, he's doing the right formation when he vacuums. He's going forward. He's pulling back at it like a 45 angle, and he's pulling it right back in. And that's how you get those nice V's. He's 25 though. Uses his setup for media consumption, music creation, photo editing, and gaming. And he said that the TV is used when he's in bed, and he can actually just pull it out and adjust it. So
whoa, really?
Bring a girl over, pull the TV a little closer, and Netflix and tricks. Chill. There you go. So what were your initial thoughts when you first saw the setup?
Well, that was the first thing was the carpet. I like that he vacuumed it right before he took the picture. And also there's a picture in here that, see, I don't know if this is my favorite setup of the episode, but one of these pictures is my favorite. Can you flip through another one?
You got this one. This one.
Yes, that's the one. That's the one. The first like dark one. Yes, it's got like a faded film look, like a filter that he added to it. Either he put the filter on it or he filled the room up with like fog. But that's my favorite picture of the show. I like this setup. I like it a lot. Yeah, it's super nice. I like this, everything's spaced out perfectly, but then he also has everything mounted underneath. So it's like really utilizing his desk space. He can like put things down on his desk still. He's not like eating up. The wire management is nuts.
Oh my God. Honestly, it might be a little too good. Kind of makes me feel a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it is so good that if he changed anything in the setup or like got a new PC or something, built a new one, I would just burn this house down and move away. Just start over, because I'm not going to take that apart.
Yeah.
There's no way.
I mean, that is literally your only option, because zip ties and then all the sticky mounts. Oh, it's a lot. But you know what? I would imagine that someone like this, they put enough time into their setup to know like I am never going to change anything. And if I do, I will probably be dead already. So I like what he's doing here. And the vibe, especially in this night shot, is just so nice. The different lights. Ooh, baby. You know, I'm telling you, bring a girl back. Game over. She's going to see it. Do we have any
pictures? Do we have any pictures of that TV like swiveled way out?
No, I almost think he's full of shit.
I was going to say, dude, that does not look like the TV can come out any further than that.
Well, he also has that webcam put up right there. And so it's like, you know, right on top of his main monitor. So you have to, take the webcam down to pull it out?
Yeah. Also, he's got like that, the cable concealer on the wall, but it's like illuminated. I don't think I've ever seen that, because usually you put that stuff on the wall to like, hide stuff and you don't want it to be visible, but it's like illuminated on the side because those other lights are shining on it. I like that. I like that look a lot.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, as long as you're hiding the cables, then that's all that matters. I don't care how you do it.
Like, look how that looks in the straight on picture right there. Look at the little sides. It's so good.
Yeah. It's the way the shadows and the backlight. It's just, ooh.
I'm a fan, sir.
Makes you feel special on the inside. And all
also,
of his
how's
posters.
the desk bowing down like that?
What do you mean? Oh, because
I wonder if he used to have a bunch of heavy shit on the desk.
That, and it could also be the camera. It might be like the angle.
Because it's like a wide angle picture.
Yeah, it might like warp it a little.
Okay. So maybe it's not bowing down. I didn't know if like for a while he didn't have a bed and so he used to sleep on it.
Hey, he's got a fat ass then if he's just causing the center to go down like that. But yeah, I think what's really cool too is all the artwork that he has up. They're all signed by the different music artists. So pretty cool. I mean,
I like the setup a lot.
Yeah, and the bed's right there, but it doesn't feel like it's really taking over the setup. You know what I mean? So very nice.
Yeah, I also like pictures like this where they take a picture of the whole room, because I feel like the people that take a picture of just their desk usually have all their garbage like right directly behind where they took the picture, behind the camera.
100%.
So I like when they take a picture of the whole room.
That's why I try telling everyone you need to do that from now on. But some people are like, oh, it's too small and I don't have a wide angle camera. I'm like, okay, whatever. So next setup is submitted by Landonese23, work from home, gaming, sim racing. That's what this guy does. But even more so, he's an engineer. So he needs to be able to work comfortably from home. That's why he has 3 computers.
Like an engineer.
Yeah, 3 computers, 2 keyboards. He wants to keep all of his he does keep all of his sim equipment on a fold-up stand. And he does want to level the monitors, but he hasn't gotten around to it yet, which that was like my first thing when I saw this setup. I was like, bro, you got to level those monitors. But what were your first thoughts?
My first thought is that nothing on the desk belongs on the desk. Like, this desk is so classic and so clean that nothing, all this RGB stuff should be gone. The only thing that should be on this desk is some dust and a single rotary phone, just like one of those old telephones.
Yep.
Like, this is the desk. Like, this is when your phone rings in the house, because we don't have cell phones yet. You go to this desk and you sit down and you take a phone call, because nothing on this desk belongs on this desk. It's too classy. You should have just resubmit this setup with only a rotary phone on it. And then, I don't know, just get one of those old Pimp My Setup episodes where everyone on planet Earth just used those like folding tables.
Yep.
Walmart. Just get one of those and leave this classy desk for just a rotary phone. That's what I think we should do.
Yeah. And you know what's funny? This is probably not a good look for me, but I have one of those Walmart tables right behind me. I got it for my 3D printing stuff.
That's different though.
Okay. Well,
I mean, you should just 3D print yourself a desk.
Let me get it started, actually. Be right back. Honestly, though, this desk really is gorgeous. And he did like a epoxy clear coat over top. So it's got this reflection. Nice. Oh, very, very nice. But my God, it is crowded. And this is one of those situations where you have to find the balance of, okay, is it good because it's work and he's functioning with the way it's set up? Yeah. Or is it like, oh my God, can you actually take some stuff away? It's a weird balance.
This whole episode, if you're like, okay, here are the setups for this episode. One of these guys is an engineer. Tell me who it is. I would have picked this one.
Why? Because of the Rubik's Cube, right? It just gives it away.
Yeah, that's why.
The picture of under his desk, first off, the cable management is very clean. He's got one of those thingamajiggies that go underneath, which is very nice, very long. Everything mounts in there. But man, maybe I'm kind of crazy, but that
you are.
The cover, the cover that's like musty and stuff. Ooh, It's just like yellow and looks like someone's been smoking.
I'm pretty sure something happened. Like this was like a time machine gone wrong, where this should have been a rotary phone. It's like, even go up to the pictures of the frames. Like those frames look straight out of 1920.
Yeah, look at that. Oh yeah. That's something right there. Those are thick frames.
Yeah, very.
Really. But look, there he is, Oklahoma State University. The guy doesn't mess around.
Nope.
Yeah, I think you got to level the monitors out, and the PC's got to go on the floor. I really think that's step number one, honestly. If you don't want to level the monitors out, maybe put one vertical, but put the PC on the floor. It's just a little ugly,
or just
man.
sit on it. That thing's massive.
Yeah, it is. And
just sit on that instead of the chair.
You could. And then he's got the 2 laptops on top, which it's like, if that's not enough, you got like, see, the cars are cool. That's fine.
Yeah.
The keyboard fitting under the monitor stand, that's cool because you need the keyboard. But the PC, it can go on the floor. So, or maybe just get one big monitor.
His PC looks like Mr. Freeze from the what was it? The Batman movie from, I had like George Clooney in it. Arnold played Mr. Freeze.
You're asking
That's
the wrong guy.
what he looked like. That's what this everything from this is straight out of like either the 90s or all the way back to rotary phones. When did we start doing rotary phones? Because that's we should ask this guy. What's the metadata on this picture?
Let me just open that up real quick and we'll find out.
Are we not doing points? Back in the day on Pimp My Setup, we did points and then there was a winner. How does anyone win?
We can't do that anymore. But at the end of the episode, we'll do a straw poll because when I start,
why can't we do that?
Because people get upset.
I give it a 5.
And I don't
care what you say. I give it a 5. I don't care what you say.
A 5 out of 10 or out of 100?
Yep. 5 out of 100. What are we doing? It out of 10 or out of 100? This is important.
Let's do out of 10.
Okay, I give him 6. I went up a little bit. I give him a 6.
Well, that's on you now because I'm not giving a score.
Okay, hang on. I gotta write this down. Don't worry. I got you guys. I'm gonna do now. Listen, I'm doing it in Sharpie, so my points are permanent.
Okay. So at the end of the episode, you got to give us a
Can
full.
you go back to the first one? Hurry.
Okay. We're gonna do this real rapid mode here.
Ote, are you there?
This is it.
I say Ote.
You did.
Ote. Okay, so this is number 1 out of 10. I give it. Ready? Not even gonna think about it. A 7.
Okay.
That's what I gave it. Okay, number 2.
Number 2, got the night shot.
Wait, I go back to number 1.
We're running out of time, John.
That's
Jesus.
not a 7. It's a 5. Okay, now go to number 2.
Okay. There we go.
All right, number 2 is oh yeah, baby. I give this a 9. 9
Good.
out of 10.
Well, it's time for the next setup. You ready for that?
The audience, you guys are welcome for this. That I'm bringing this back. And what did I give the number 3? The engineer guy? 6.
You said 5 and then 6. So
I give him a 6. Okay. 4.
Okay.
This is setup number 4. I like this one a lot.
Here we go. It's Dylan. He's 20. Uses his setup for gaming, content creation, business, and he's got a mini fridge. So that's pretty cool. What do you think of the mini fridge?
I like it a lot. Filled with what? Mountain Dew and what is that?
Sunkiss? Yeah.
Oh, okay. You lost a point because of the Sunkiss thing.
What I like though is that he's got this like paneling on the wall, and he did say that this panel missing down here at the bottom, he's going to get one. He's going to cut it out, so it'll work. But for now, he's missing a panel. That's kind of sad. Kind of took 20 points off, in my opinion.
20 points out of 10.
Exactly. You're getting it. So what are your initial thoughts looking at this setup?
I like this one. This is another one where he took a picture of the whole room. It's a heat, right?
Yes.
Do we have any she's? Where are the she's at?
No, we do not pull that demographic, sadly.
Yeah, I really like that. It's another setup where they included the whole room because I mean, it's one thing to just take a picture of your desk, but when you're showing Matt like your whole space, like I want to be in this space. I like this a lot. I like the neon sign on the wall. I like this. To me, just because. So I like the other setup, number 2, the one that I gave a 9.
Sure.
I like that one a lot as a setup, but this one I like that it's an entire space.
Yeah.
I like this a lot, and I want to be in it, not in the person.
Well,
in the space.
It's a good thing you specified there. Yeah, I think this is interesting too, because like you said, this picture right here that I'm showing now on screen without the fridge, you wouldn't know that it actually like there's a part of the room that juts out to the side. You would think that this is like a small little room and he's just in this little corner. So I agree. I love seeing that second perspective where you're like, oh, that's kind of cool. I mean, I also didn't know that he had a futon like right up his ass. So now you know. Because really from the second photo, you wouldn't even think that the futon's there. You'd think, wow, this guy's got a lot of room. So, and he's got a trash
moral of the
can
story,
right there.
everyone, take a picture of your whole space, even if it looks like shit.
Yeah.
Just give it a try.
We need to see it. It helps. So I got to say, my first thought, aside from the wall panels and the mini fridge, was like, that computer looks cool, and he actually has room for it on his desk. So that's nice. The keyboard, the LEDs, everything bleeds together. I really like that. The monitor arrangement's very Twitch streamer-esque. He's got the ring light.
Is he one of them Twitch streamers?
He probably is. You know, you got the vertical monitor for chat, the ring light with the webcam, because why not? The speakers, though, they are cut off a little. Not a huge fan of that. You know, you could turn them on their side, but I think audiophiles are going to get pissed off either way, right? Doesn't help.
This is one of those setups where like, so I've been really happy making my switch to Mac. I've been really happy, but this is one of those setups where I was like, man, PCs are so much fun, and it makes me want to have a PC again.
Yeah, we should do it.
Nah, Windows 11's coming out. I don't want any part of that.
Yeah, honestly. But look at the cable management here. He put an attempt. He's got the Signum. He's got the wrap around the cables. He's doing what he's got to do.
New Signum though. It's a little wobbly.
Hey, we like them curved. You know what I'm saying? And then I also forgot that there is like the full on room photo. I forgot to include that. It gives a full perspective.
You can see the futon.
Yeah, and then look at the Dr. Disrespect poster. I like that. Very nice. But yeah, this is a cool little cozy room, and it like the wood molding around the windows, man. That brings me back to my old house. Makes me want to cry, man. Oh, God. Anyways,
don't cry.
So, yeah,
it looks like those windows should be part of the engineer's house where that wooden desk is.
Oh, it would match perfectly. He should do that now. He should. Have you had?
Okay, when I saw this Dr. Disrespect poster, it made me think: has anyone submitted a setup to you claiming to be just like some, just a nobody, just somebody submitting to the show, and it ends up actually being like a Dr. Disrespect, like in disguise?
Yeah, no one.
No, never happened.
No,
I probably just gave Dr. Disrespect. He's probably watching right now. I'll probably give him the idea just now. Yeah.
Hey, if you're watching, Doctor, Matt, I want to go to your setup and film a tour with you. So there you go. Putting it out.
I'm pretty sure he'll do it.
I want to do that kind of stuff where I go to different people's houses that are like big streamers or whatever and give a tour of their
pandemic
setup.
Makes that kind of hard.
It's over now. We're done. We're good. Everyone's alive.
Who cares? It's
and
over
let's move on. Anyways, all right. You ready for the final setup of the day?
I'm ready. Wait, I give this one.
Oh, yeah. Well,
this is number 4.
This number 4.
I gave it a 10. Out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, I don't make the rules here, but I have decided that since I'm only on this show for this episode, that I'm not doing like 1 out of 10 throughout the whole history of Pimp My Setup.
Sure.
It's just 1 out of 10 through this episode. And this is the 10 for this episode. That's what I decided. I don't make the rules. Wow. But
kind of sounds like you did.
Yep.
Okay.
It's fine.
Here we go. Final setup of the day, submitted by William. He's 19, uses the setup for gaming and work from home. And I asked him for this photo specifically because I said I need it without any lights. Because every photo he sent me, he had like 13,000 lights on.
I'm glad you pointed that out because I made notes before. I went back to like the old days when I did my guest appearances on Pimp My Setup. I was so nervous back then, and I was so nervous, in fact, that way before the show, like the night before, maybe 2 nights before, you would give me the setups to like look at beforehand. Because you had like a whole grading system. It was nuts.
Yeah, it was.
And I would make myself little notes to make sure I say this on the show so you don't look like an idiot.
Yeah.
And I did the same thing here. I wrote little notes down every time I saw the setup because I was nervous. And I said that this setup like gives you the perfect example of how much of a difference lights make. Because and it's funny that you mentioned that because it's like, okay, yeah, it's kind of a boring white little closet room. But then when the lights come on, it looks like a totally different setup.
Yeah. And there it is.
But you think he has too many?
Well, no, it was more so like I want to be able to have reference.
That. It looks so good.
And you know what? That's the other thing too. It was a good photo where the shadows they were dropped down. So you start to lose a little bit of detail. And I wanted that shot far back with the lights on so we can just have some context.
No, make it look shitty and send it back.
Exactly. Because I was like, John is going to love this setup and I want him to find a flaw. So there it is.
Yeah, it's a totally different setup with the lights on.
Yeah.
That's what Karina, my fiance, says about me. It's a totally different setup when we have the lights on.
Oh, so
yep.
Trust me. You turn the lights on,
the lights off.
You lose interest real quick, But I love this setup. I really do. And all I wanted was to be able to like get a good reference. So like he sent this one photo where you can see out his window.
In the closet?
Bro, he told me his room is like 7 by 7 foot.
So it's a jail cell.
Basically, it's pretty rough, and I feel bad for the guy. But you know what? He made use of it. Like every inch, I feel like he did what he had to do.
Yeah.
So
There's like a rocket on the wall.
Mhm.
There's so much. You back in the day, you gave points for personality on the show. You gave points. You gave points for personality on the show, and there's like a lot of it in here, but not too much. It's not like cluttered or crammed.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, and I mean it's hard because he wants to store some of these boxes up here on top, and he doesn't really like he is the closet, so he doesn't have a closet to put stuff in.
And is the closet,
and he made it work, and it doesn't feel
I
like
love the speakers on the wall too.
Oh yeah, very nice, and it's hard with
Getting
that
them
vertical
elevated.
monitor, but it still isn't fully covering it, so you're getting some sound there. One thing I would recommend, I say this to everyone, if you're going to do a vertical monitor, rotate it. Even if you're going to do a stacked monitor,
what?
rotate it so that the where the BenQ is, it's on the other side. That way
Yeah,
it just looks a little more seamless, and I push that together, you know?
Yep.
That's just me. But
There's some thick bezels on that boy.
dude, those bezels are fatter than your mom. Bringing it back old school. Really though, I love the personality here. I love the way you made it. Like,
Yep, it's the same show as 7 years ago.
yep. Oh, it has to be. And don't forget, guys, if you want to get a Signum, you could use code swashin for 0% off.
Oh, we're still doing that. Okay.
Yeah, we're doing them all, and we're waiting until people tell me it's too cringy, you know, and I got to stop.
That's fine.
But I kind of like it a little cringy.
I have given this one 2 scores.
2 scores.
I have given it a 4 with the lights on, and a 6 with or no, sorry. With,
I see
when
what
I
you're
say
saying.
the lights on, I mean
Lights off.
Okay, that is a 6, and then the regular just whiteness, that is a 4.
Yeah. Really, you're giving it a 6?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 6 with the
You're a hater.
colorful lights on.
That's really mean.
How is that mean?
I would have given it a higher score.
Why?
All right, guys, you got to let me know. You got to
He
let
got
me
2
know in the
scores for
chat.
me.
Is
He
this
got a
better
4
than
and
a
a
6?
6.
This is better than a 6. I'm going to be
No.
completely honest with you. John does not know what he's talking about. He's only been on 12 episodes.
No.
The guy
I
is a
am a
noob.
veteran. I'm a Pimp My Setup veteran.
How dare you give a score like that with a
No.
title like that?
What do
How
you
dare
want?
you?
What do you want?
This is at least a 7.
No.
Okay.
You okay? 6.5. Are you happy?
We're seeing 8 all day, 8 out of 10, solid
What do
6.5.
Well, guess what, Matt? They're not on the show. I'm on the show.
And you know what?
That's
I'm going to
the
start hitting
difference.
these people up because they can score properly. We're seeing it right now.
No, they're wrong. What do
7,
they know? They
8,
probably like
7.5.
they've never seen this show before. They're just tuning in right now on accident, and they're just throwing a number in there. They don't even know.
On accident? How dare you? These people are real fans. Anyways,
I'm gonna replace John. You should.
so out of all this, you still think that the mini fridge setup is the best?
I do. Yeah. Not the best. Like just like if it was just a picture of only desks this whole episode, then no, for me that one wouldn't have won. But it won because of the entire space they included, and I would just want to be in that space. Is that allowed though? Is Pimp My Setup just desks, or does the room count?
It could be the room. Yeah, it's the entire space, you know?
Well, that one won for me.
Okay. Well, I forgot to make a straw poll earlier, so I'm doing it right now live. This is how we do things. And I want everyone to vote. Who had the best setup of
Is
the
that
day?
how you determine a winner now?
Yeah, I did it last
The
episode.
audience votes.
And you know what? People liked it. So
Well, these are my scores. Everybody, memorize them, include them. They are the most. This is who won. Number 4, the 4th setup. He won.
very nice. Well, I'm going to show you something crazy. I'm going to vote
ahead.
right here, right now. And I'm feeling bad for William. Part of me wants to vote for him, the guy who got a lot of hate from John.
He did not get a lot of hate.
And I think I'm just going to have to hand it to him.
No, you can't do that. You can't. No one wants to pity win.
Oh, quick
They
recap.
want
By
you
the way,
to give
yeah.
them
Okay.
an honest win.
Here we go, guys. Quick recap. This right here is William, the one that John hates. This right here is Dylan with the mini fridge that John has a hard on for. And then we have Landon back from the 1800s. We have John with probably the nicest setup. And then we have Scott with the fan. So there we go.
So you saying John should have won?
I'm voting for John right here, right now. I popped it in.
John
William,
has a 10.
look at this. William's at the top right now. William is taking first place by storm.
No, you solicited this. This is not a fair judgment here.
I am
This is
sorry,
not- no.
but People are asking in the chat, why are you so hateful?
Why are you so hateful? Dude, I gave John a 9 and then Dylan a 10. Those are the winners right there. William, you did a great job. You should, but Matt really hurt you because he asked for the picture with all the lights on, and that hurt. You should have just been like, no, I want you to only see this very amazing RGB lit up setup right here, and that's it. Don't give him the other one because I saw that one, and that's what brought the point down.
You could have looked past it. That's the thing.
How could I look past it? You went out of your way to get that picture.
It was just to provide some information. That's all it was.
I win.
Ladies and gentlemen, I
won the episode. Thank you very much for watching.
This has been a hard one. Dylan and John are tied, but it doesn't matter. William's coming in at top because he is the best to ever be on the show.
Well, I hope you feel good because you won out of pity.
Oh, God. All right. Well, you know what, John? We are going to end it there because you did your job. You told us who you thought won. The crowd, they shared their thoughts. But I think it's time we let the people watching this later on, if you're watching this 3 years from now, leave a comment. You decide who won. Is it William? And if so, why is it William? And that's it. Your only option is William. So.
What if you just edited the episode and just release it with just William?
We should. And then when you vote, it's like, who are you going to vote for?
Yeah,
you know?
the other ones. No, so, it's fine. Whatever. I accept your ruling, but I still think that my points are superior, and I think that it was Dylan and then John. And then William. William's next.
Okay. Well, now we know. Well, Mr. Prosser, thank you for being on today's episode.
Thank you for having me on. We still need to run the numbers because I think this is like my 13th or 14th.
We will check the numbers and I will get back to you. If you're watching live, stick around because we are going to be back in just a second. But if you're watching this later on, here's the outro. We'll be back next Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern time. Hope to see you there. If not, screw you. All right, there we go. Thanks for tuning in. We're live every Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern time here on YouTube. Be sure to submit your setup by going to pimpmysetup.com. Check out all of the products featured at the link in the description. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter. And with that said, we'll see you next week.